All right, folks, we're back and we're doing this incline lift. Now, this one, standard inches, I've already ahead and I've got that all set up. I've created a sketch to start out with already. This one's a little bit more of a tricky one. It doesn't look tricky, it looks really easy, but I'm starting on the side. I'm going to lay out this thing's profile real quick. Looks tricky. It looks easy, but it seems to be a little tricky. So I go up 0.5. I come over 2.25. All right. And that's as far as I want to go right now, okay? So, start underneath of it here, build up a little bit, 1.5. Come down with this leg, it's 0.75 on the leg. It's not very far over. Come over 0.5, back up. Even with that, if you just touch it, it'll track over to perpendicular. I want to stop right there for the time being. Okay. Now everything seems to be good. But y'all see this one's coming down here, so this thickness is still a 0.5. Starting over there, and we're coming downhill. It's 5 inches to the end of this thing. Okay. Gotcha. So, I want to put me a line. And sometimes I use these lines just to help me to visualize things. So I brought that line over, and it looks to me like it starts right there and comes down. But there's no way if I did that, it would hold that 2.25. Not that I think. Let's try it out. If I go down to there, and I come up here, and I bring that line, and I bring it down here, it doesn't matter. And if I go in here and parallel it, I don't think it's going to be correct. For some reason, it doesn't look correct from where I'm sitting. No, it's a little bit big. Do y'all see that? So, it tells me a couple things here. One thing it's telling me is this thing coming down further? And it could be. That might be our problem. Click here and click on this line here. It's exactly what's wrong. I've got to come down further. You all see that? It didn't look like it, but this piece is actually down farther than this piece. And with that, okay, we're still just a fuzz off. All this looks good. This is 5. This is 1.5 from the top down to there. And now, if I bring me a line straight up to there, I can trim everything out. It didn't like that command. So I went ahead and delete that line out, delete that line out. So everything seems to be going okay. That is 5. And from the top to that is 1.5. Okay. And that's 2.25. And this is a half, so this thing should be half. But now let's just make sure that this is parallel. And it already exists. And if you want to see your constraints, show constraints. All right. Not seeing it there. But I know that that's not right. So if I went up here and want to put that just like that, constrain, do a perpendicular on this, that puts that perfectly perpendicular, and also I can dimension that now. That's not the right dimension. I need an align dimension. 0.5. Now that needs to stay. Now that right there would be, according to this thing, would be the way that it should be. Okay, so I mean, that should get you close, but I would just about guarantee you those are going to be a little bit off because I think the drawing's a fuzz off. Because if I done a dimension up here, 1.55, to get down here, it's doing degrees on it because it's not, because it's on a little bit of an angled taper. But we've got all the dimensions in here the way that they had it, so that's as good as we can do with that as far as that goes. So all you got to do now is finish that up here, and there'd have to be a revision change on this document. Something isn't correct on this drawing, but that's okay. We're just going to draw it. All right, so go on across. This thing is 3 inches wide. You all got that. You've got a couple things here, so I'll just go ahead and start my sketch here. Boom, turn it around and put me a hole in the middle. Just kind of track up. That is, looks like a diameter of 1, and get your dimension from here to that midpoint there, 1.75, and then you can slot this thing out. Okay, then we've got that slot up here too. Bring it across. It is 1.5, and the diameter of that one is 0.5. Now we've got to get it all located. 0.75 from the top here. .75 from the side. So finish that out. Extrude, make sure you cut. Just through all. Okay. You got that. Then go up here at the top and do your holes to end this thing up. And we'll do points. And it looks like to me 0.75 from the top up here. So go over here, just boom, boom. Dimension it out. Hold command and through all, and the diameter of that is 0.5. Okay, so there you are, folks, and this is mild steel. Make sure that you right click it, go to your properties, physical, and change this thing to steel mild. Okay, apply it. And there you have it. Just a little bit of discrepancy on this, and I think it was built into that print. So just do it the way that I did it, and you'll be fine with that. So if you got any questions, let me know.